बिकॉज हमने उन गुड्स की पेमेंट कर दी है जो कि अभी तक हमने रिसीव ही नहीं किया। These goods are due to be received by the business, इसलिए वो एक बिजनेस का एसेट है और उसका ब्रॉडर बैलेंस हमेशा डेबिट होता है परचेज लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट में, राइट? नाउ things that occur inside a purchase ledger control account. First of all, credit purchases. Credit purchases purchase ledger control account में credit होती हैं. Why are they credited? Let's have a look on it. इसकी डबल एंट्री पास करके देखते हैं. सेम वही कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई होगा परचेज लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट के लिए, व्हिच वाज बीइंग अप्लाइड टू ऑल आवर सेल्स लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट्स. जैसे कि जब हम नॉर्मली परचेज करते हैं तो हम परचेजेस को डेबिट करते हैं और हमारा जो पेबल है उसको क्रेडिट करते हैं, राइट? बट ओवर हियर व्हेन वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग कंट्रोल अकाउंट्स तो परचेजेस को डेबिट करेंगे और पेबल के अकाउंट, पहले रिसीवेबल की जगह कंट्रोल अकाउंट होता था, नाउ इट्स गोइंग टू बी द कंट्रोल अकाउंट इंस्टेड ऑफ द पेबल्स अकाउंट. सो यू कैन सी कि कंट्रोल अकाउंट में हमारी क्रेडिट परचेजेस दे आर बीइंग क्रेडिटेड बिकॉज ऑफ द परचेज अकाउंट. ओके, दिस इज वन एंट्री. द सेकंड वन, लेट्स हैव अ लुक ऑन इट. Interest on overdue accounts. Now, what is this? Now, sometimes what happens कि जब हम पेमेंट्स लेट करते, जैसे सेल्स लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट में क्या होता था, कस्टमर की जब पेमेंट लेट होती थी तो हम कस्टमर से इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करते थे, ठीक है? अब यहां पर whenever we as a business are delaying our payments that were meant to be made to the suppliers, अब इस सूरत में हमें सप्लायर इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करेगा जिसकी वजह से हमारी लाइबिलिटी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. अब जब वो इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करेगा तो ऑब्वियसली वो इंटरेस्ट हमारे लिए एक एक्सपेंस है. नॉर्मली इंटरेस्ट की एंट्री कुछ ऐसे होती है, इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट डेबिट, और जिस भी पेबल को हमने वो पे करना है क्योंकि वो लाइबिलिटी बन गई तो पेबल अकाउंट क्रेडिट. लेकिन कंट्रोल अकाउंट में हम इंटरेस्ट के अकाउंट को करेंगे डेबिट और कंट्रोल अकाउंट को करेंगे क्रेडिट. एंड व्हाई इंटरेस्टिंग इज बीइंग डेबिटेड, वो इसलिए हो रहा है बिकॉज इट इज एन एक्सपेंस फॉर अस, राइट? ओके, थर्ड, refunds from supplier. हमें सप्लायर ने रिफंड्स कर दिए, ठीक है? किस चीज के रिफंड किए हैं? ये पेमेंट के. इधर मैं लिख देता हूं, ये जो हमने एडवांस पे किया था अपने सप्लायर को, वो उसने हमें वापस कर दिया. अब वो जब नॉर्मली हमें कोई भी फंड वापस करता है तो एंट्री जो हम पास करते हैं दैट इज बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट बिकॉज हमें फंड्स रिसीव हुए हैं, टू द पेबल अकाउंट क्रेडिट, राइट? क्योंकि इस सिचुएशन में व्हाट आई हैव रिटन ओवर हियर, यहां पर आपका जो सप्लायर है वो एसेट होता है. जब भी आपने एडवांस पे किया होता है तो वो जब पेमेंट हमें वापस दे देता है तो वो एसेट खत्म हो जाता है. अब यहां पर कंट्रोल अकाउंट में हमारी जो एंट्री होगी दैट वुड बी बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू द परचेज लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट क्रेडिट with this particular amount whichever has been payment. इसलिए आपके जो रिफंड्स हैं वो यहां पर क्रेडिट होते हैं. रिफंड्स की बेसिकली ये पेमेंट होती है जो कि हम बैंक में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं. आई होप इट्स क्लियर टू एवरीवन. नाउ मूविंग ऑन, लेट्स just see that what do we record on our debit side. It's really very easy. जिस तरह क्लास यहां पर एडवांस का एक ब्रॉड फॉरवर्ड बैलेंस होता है, उसी तरह एक सीडी बैलेंस भी होता है आपकी एडवांस पेमेंट का. अगर तो वो क्वेश्चन में गिवन हो तो उसको हम एज इट इज यहां पर लिख लेते हैं. Now, coming to this side, the first thing is payments to supplier. या जो भी हम चेक्स वगैरह पे करते हैं अपने सप्लायर्स को, नॉर्मली जब हम पे करते हैं तो उसकी एंट्री कुछ ऐसे होती है. It is something like payable account debit to bank account credit. जब भी हम किसी सप्लायर को क्लियर करते हैं तो दिस इज व्हाट द डबल एंट्री इज बीइंग पास्ड. बट हियर इन अ कंट्रोल अकाउंट व्हेन यू आर पोस्टिंग टोटल्स, तो पेबल्स के जगह पर हम डेबिट करेंगे कंट्रोल अकाउंट को और उसी तरह बैंक आपका क्रेडिट हो जाएगा विद द टोटल अमाउंट जो कि हमने बुक्स ऑफ प्राइम एंट्री से ट्रांसफर की है. हियर इट इज. द सेकंड थिंग इज रिटर्न outwards. Now, what are return outwards? Return outwards को कैसे रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है? If you could all remember, whenever we return goods to our payables, तो payable के अकाउंट को डेबिट करते हैं because liability खत्म हो जाती है, और हम क्रेडिट करते हैं रिटर्न आउटवर्ड्स के अकाउंट को. But over here, when we are preparing a control account, so instead of the payables account, it is your control account that is going to be debited, and return outwards similarly being credited with the total amount of return outwards. Here it is posted. One more thing over here is discount received. The normal double entry that we pass for discount received is discount is an income which actually reduces your level of liability, your payables. So payable account is debited and discount received as an income is credited. Over here, it is going to be your control account instead of the payable account, and your discount received would be credited. And the last thing that is to be recorded over here is the contra entry. I told you yesterday what is the contra entry. Contra entry is wherever amounts are written off between two businesses. It is credited in the sales ledger control account and it is debited in the purchase ledger control account. This is the full-fledged format of any control account that is relevant to your payables or your purchases. Now, what happens? We have to find out the CD balance, that is the credit balance over here. I'm encircling that. And how will we find it? This is going to be the higher side, okay? We'll quote the higher side balance on both sides. We will deduct this lower side from the higher side. The figure that remains is going to be your CD balance, which would be brought forwarded in the next period as the opening balance. And this balance would be brought forward over here as the debit balance. This is all about the format of a purchase ledger control account. I hope it's clear to everyone. Please go through it, have a very in-depth overview of this format. Within 2 minutes, inshallah, I'll be starting up an example question, an illustration, and we'll be solving that on the board. And in the end of the lesson, I'll be having your queries regarding this question. Right, moving on, let's have a look on the example of a question. I'll write it down on the board and we'll be solving on the board as well. Class, this is one example of a question that can be tested in any kind of examination, be that mock examination or the Cambridge Assessment International Examinations. Now, as we have seen our format, so simply what we have to do, we have to put these figures in that format and calculate this balance. This balance means the balance at the end. Now, this is particularly a credit balance, which is given. So you can see that sometimes in situations, you might not have two balances. For payables, you might only have a credit balance. For sales and receivable ledger, you might only have a debit balance. So how we proceed is actually that whatsoever balances we have to accommodate our control account with those balances. Now let's prepare a purchase ledger control account and see that how these balances are accommodated. Okay, if you have overseen the format, you would find that we record our brought forward balance, the opening balance over here, which is worth 20,000. Okay. After that, we record our credit purchases. The credit purchases are worth 50,000. The next thing is cash purchases. As I told you yesterday, cash purchases and cash sales has no link with control account. So it won't be recorded over here. It is just to con the students, to confuse them, to create ambiguity for them. The next thing is return outwards. This is where return outwards is recorded on the debit side, as it was evident in the double entries that we passed. Okay, after the checks paid, after the return outwards, the checks paid to the customers that are worth 37,000. Okay, then the contra entry. The contra is debited over here, which is worth 2850. After contra, we have discount received, which is worth 1375. We then have interest on overdue accounts, which is recorded on this side. Interest on overdue accounts, 890. Now, simply, we have to find the credit balance, which is meant to be recorded over here. And how do we do it? From the higher side, we'll be deducting the total of the lower side. Now, let me just quickly make a total of these figures and see that what figures do we have on both sides. The total of this side is 70,890. Now, as per the rules of the ledger, it would be recorded on the both sides, and the total of this lower side would be deducted from this balance. Now, let's see what balance do we get after deducting it. $26,480. The balance that we get after deducting this side from this side is 26,480, which would be brought forwarded as the balance, as the opening balance in the next period or in the next month, wherever, whenever the control account would be prepared. This is all about the purchase ledger control account. I hope it is clear to everyone. I have tried to make it very concise, very to the point. Things have been discussed in its elaboration. This is what is examined in your Cambridge examinations as well. Along with today's lesson, I have uploaded a worksheet which includes a question which is on similar pattern to this question that we have practiced right now in the class. It's going to be very convenient for you. I'm very sure about it. Go through this whole complete video lesson before even the things that we discussed before this example. You better focus on them, then come towards this example. See how I have posted figures from the question into the main format of this ledger account, so that you get an idea that how actually a control account is constructed, right? In 2 to 5 minutes, I would request you all to please go through the video lesson, and after 5 minutes, I'll be having your queries, your ambiguities, and questions that are relevant to today's lesson. Thank you very much. See you in a while.